Tell me if this sounds familiar. It's the new year and you're ready to make some changes in your life. You get out a pen, a notebook, and you start writing down all the goals that you plan on achieving within this year. You're feeling motivated more than ever and you're ready to get started. This year is your year. Then some time passes by and you're back to your old ways. Let's say 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, it doesn't matter. Whatever you wrote down in the beginning of the year, it all faded away after some time. And it's a problem that a lot of us have to go through when we're setting up these New Year's resolutions and we're trying to reinvent ourselves. I remember when I was going on my self-improvement journey that for some reason I would start writing all these goals down, but then towards a couple months later, for some reason, I would just always give up. Like I would slip up somewhere, maybe I would like eat a pizza and then my diet would be total crap, or I would just not be productive all day. And then all of a sudden, weeks turn into months, months turn into like several months. And now it's been so long since I've been at my goals that I set for the new year. And I just couldn't figure out what it was I was doing wrong. And only after, years of trial and error did I finally figure it out. And that's exactly what I want to talk about in this video. Stick around to the end and you're gonna learn why most New Year's resolutions fail and how you can fix them. All right, so it's the beginning of the new year and I'm looking back on my old New Year's resolutions, and out of the 6 goals that I made, I kept about half of them. And you might be thinking to yourself like, damn, that's not a whole lot. And I agree with you, it's not. Maybe you yourself have like 10 or 15 New Year's resolutions that you're trying to keep and you're trying to stick to by the end of the year. What I've learned is that rather than trying to focus on multiple New Year's resolutions, I want you to try to stick to just a handful. So that means no more than 5. Here's why. So I did some research. And I found out that one of the most desirable goals in America is to exercise more and probably lose some weight, eat healthier, things like that. Some of the statistics that popped up found that over the course of 6 months, half of those people who make those resolutions for the New Year's end up failing. And if you think to yourself, why is that? And this is where I would tell you, because it's very fucking hard to do. Let me explain. Think about what you're doing here to yourself when you're trying to set up a new habit or get rid of a bad one. For example, you're trying to change yourself, and that's not an easy thing to ask. These things have to go one step at a time, because any further and you're gonna fall right back to where you were. There's a reason why you haven't been able to do it before. What's changed this year? Have some empathy for yourself and understand that changing who you are is not easy. Changing your mindset, changing your habits. If you have a family, if you're going to school, or you work a job, right? A full-time job, or maybe you have all 3 of those things. Guys, you're not gonna have enough energy left over to really dedicate yourself and give each single resolution the attention that it needs. You're just gonna be burnt out and you're probably gonna forget about them altogether. So what I want you to do is shrink those goals down. I want you to shrink the number. The quality can be as great as you want it to be, but shrink the number of goals down. All right, so I'm gonna get a little more personal with the next reason why most resolutions fail. I remember when I was 21 years old, I was working at this bar and grill. I was like a server. I was introduced to this girl by someone I knew. She had a thing for working out. And at that time, I was pretty much like this very scrawny kid. I didn't have a lot of muscle. I didn't even have a lot of game. It was just pretty much me, this nerd, always in his room. I would just go to work, come back home, and that was my day. While I was dating this girl, we eventually fell through. For me, I still felt pretty attached to her. I tried winning her back, but she just wouldn't budge. What I started doing after we had broke up is I wanted to start working out. And the sole reason for me working out and putting on some muscle is because I felt like I had to win her back. So I started hitting the gym, I started eating more. I pretty much got I got pretty fat, honestly, because I was doing a dirty bulk. And I was just eating all this food, just freaking mass gainers to put on some weight, put on some size, and make her regret, ever leaving me. But not even a couple months later, she had already found someone else. And on top of that, she had a baby with this dude. As soon as I found this out, dude, I lost all the motivation to stay in shape, to keep going to the gym. And within a couple months, I was just this skinny fat guy. I had no muscle, My love handles, man, were just like popping out. And like I ended up getting like stretch marks, especially on the love handles and armpits, because I had like done such a dirty bulk and I was just trying to pack on muscle as fast as I could. And what I'm trying to tell you here is that if you try to accomplish a goal or stick to a New Year's resolution other than because you want to, you're going to fail. If you're looking to lose weight, exercise more, and diet more, do it for yourself. Don't do it for your relationship. Don't do it for a partner or because someone else wants you to. Do it because from the bottom of your heart, that's what you want to do. And I guarantee you, you're gonna see a lot more results. So next time you look at your New Year's resolutions, I want you to ask yourself, why is this goal important to me now? What's the motivation behind it? And I promise you, if you do that, and you know why you're pursuing something, why you want to stick to something, you're gonna be a lot more committed, more disciplined, and more likely to accomplish that goal. All right, finally, we come to the last reason why most New Year's resolutions fail. And it has to do with you not measuring your progress. Now you can start off vague, something like, oh, I want to lose weight. But think about how vague, how unclear that type of goal is. And if you really want to stick to it, you're gonna have to get more specific. And here's how you do that. If you want to lose weight, how much weight? 20 pounds, 40 pounds. By when do you want to lose that weight? Within 3 months, within 6 months. Now you're in a better position. You're figuring out and you're getting detailed. But it doesn't stop there. After you figure out the amount and the deadline, now what you want to do, you want to take that resolution and you want to break it down into daily tasks. What is it you're gonna have to do to get to that goal? Strength train 3 times per week, cardio 2 times per week. Now let's go to the diet. And what does it take to lose weight? Well, you wanna be in a caloric deficit, eating below your maintenance calories. Now you see what I'm doing here? I'm tacking on to-do lists each day and each week to get closer to your goal. And all I'm really doing is taking that resolutions that you have and breaking them down. Because the matter of the fact is, you're going to slip up. You're gonna have a slice of pizza. You're gonna have, maybe some chocolate. And that's all right. Be understanding. You're not a slave to your resolutions. Tomorrow's a new day. And you see where it is you're making mistakes. So review your progress. Don't just let each week go by and then a month goes by. And now it's like, okay, you still haven't made progress because you haven't been reviewing whether or not the goals you've been setting have been working. Are they doable? If you can't hit the gym 3 times a week, go for 2. If you can't do 2, do 1. Build it up little by little. If you want to be part of this channel, be part of this new community, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up to spread the love. And here's to a happy New Year's.